Alright, so I'm going to paint this morning. Let me see. It's my first time using multi-stream on here, so I'm going to see if this works. Oh, cool. Awesome. I am live. Cool. Hi! Hey, Anthony, how are you doing? Alright, so this is my first time doing... I normally stream on Twitch, but I upgraded to Streamlabs Premium, so I can stream on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So this is cool. Yeah. So I can show you what it is I'm working on right now. Zoom out a bit. So I'm painting this as a music studio. So I need to finish it out, and then I have some other things to play. To paint on this image that I'll paint more this afternoon. I can go ahead and show you what the whole painting looks like. So I'm just working on this one little panel right here. The whole painting is really big. So I've been working on this thing for a few months, and it'll take me a little bit to finally get it done. So that's what I'm working on. Alright. It always takes me a while to getting started. So the first thing I'm going to be painting is this guitar right here. Make sure it's in focus. There we go. It's absolutely amazing. Well, thanks. I'm getting really exhausted with this painting, if I'm honest. It's a lot. So it's kind of like trucking along. I'm not sure what kind of guitar that should be. So, what's a good guitar brand? Who has the best guitars? Get fiddles. Come on. Fender or Gibson? So he's holding a Fender. So I feel like the other one should be a Gibson. Let's look what that looks like. Gibson guitar. There's also Les Paul. Is that how it's pronounced? Hi, Craig. How are you doing? Alright, so I'm going to change the kind of guitar that is actually on the wall there to make it a better one. Alright, cool. Downloads. Of course, I'm trying. This is an actual music studio. This is my father-in-law's music studio, actually. And he does have an acoustic guitar on the wall. It looks like his is a Fender acoustic. Well, maybe I should stick with the guitar that he actually has. The banjo on the wall isn't actually his. I'm gonna put my banjo. I actually have a Fender banjo. I haven't played in a very long time. I need to get it out. All right. So I'm generally always starting with a really dark color, almost black. And right now I'm mixing blue and red. I'll get some green in there. And I'll mix a really, really dark. There we go. Alright, and then I feel like this guitar got a little bit small. So I need to make it a little bigger. I feel like it needs to, it'll come out. So I'm just kind of making the new outline of what the guitar is gonna do. We don't have a guitar. My wife and I, we have a violin. I have my banjo. We have flute. But we do have a little mini guitar that's Finley's. But we don't have just a standard guitar. Even though I do play the guitar a little bit. Just a little bit. I learned to play the guitar in Rwanda, actually, because so when I got there, the class I was teaching music, and so I got to music class and there was no instruments, so I'm supposed to teach these classes of like 70 students to read and write music, and so mostly a lot of music theory, but with no instruments. And it's like, how do you teach music with no instruments? I mean, obviously you can sing, but I'm like, I have to figure out some way to have an instrument in this class. So a Peace Corps volunteer that was leaving, that had finished their service, left a guitar, and it was not a good one, but they left it behind in Peace Corps headquarters. So I was like, hey, does anybody want this guitar? Can I have it? And they're like, well, you're the only one here that teaches music, so sure, you can have the guitar. So I got a guitar. I'm going to move this hole up here. And like I don't play the guitar, but I guess it's time to learn. So I learned the guitar to teach music. Before that, I played piano. I grew up, my parents put me in piano lessons when I was younger, and I'm so glad that they did because even though I didn't really stick with it, um, you really learn how to. I mean, I feel like you learn enough in learning piano to be able to pick up most instruments and have the knowledge that you need to learn them. So, yeah. So I do play a little bit of guitar. Before we left Rwanda, I did get recorders. I got some friends and family in the States to send recorders out for students to have something that they could play notes on and play rhythms on. Recorders are not my favorite instrument, uh, but there's a reason that people use them. There, you can afford them, and there's something you can get one for everyone in the class, and it went all right. All right, I gotta get this guitar part painted in just so I can see where it is. So I'm trying a new music service. It's Pretzel. It it picks out music for me that isn't copyrighted, that I won't get my videos taken down for. But it also means that I don't know what music is going to come on and if I'm going to like it or not. I feel like the way copyright in music works now has gotten a little bit crazy because it's like I get it if you're like making money on other people's music, you can't do that. But for people like me that like I just want something to play while I'm painting, it's a little bit much. That I'm not actually monetizing my videos anyway, but they'll still get taken down. It is a checkerboard wall. This is actually in Glenn's studio. It's uh it's that foam stuff that dampens sound. So it's that foam like insulated sound wall stuff. So yeah, it is a checkerboard wall. Does it make you want a checkerboard wall? Of course, I feel like if you had a checkerboard wall, it would be red and black. No, it wasn't from the chessboard inspiration, no. We could definitely see it. All right. Now I'm mixing a little bit of a lighter wood color. Oh, hi Ava and Bella, how are you doing? Hey Jared. So Mom, if you can't, you probably can't see Jared's comments. So I got a premium account for my streaming service, so I can stream to Twitch and Facebook and YouTube all at the same time, which is pretty cool. So Jared and the girls are watching on Facebook. Alright, I'm gonna need to repaint this handguard here. I feel like the bottom in general just needs to be a little bit bigger. I guess their internet is good enough. I don't know. Don't think nothing about your friend saying cheese. I had him do it because I couldn't find his username. Oh, I see. Yeah, I for some reason missed the ape grape. Cheese! Oh yeah, I see it now. That's all right. I love cheese. There's the at Aldi down the street. They've had this cheese lately that I just keep buying it. They have a truffle cheddar. It's so good. It's really good cheese. And so I just buy it like every time I go to Aldi, I buy some truffle cheddar because because I know at any moment they're going to stop carrying it and then I'm not going to be able to get it anymore and I'll be sad. So, um, our my wife has told me she's like, Doug, you have to stop buying this cheese. We have so much of it. I'm like, but what if they stop having it? So I have plenty of cheese. Oh yeah, you have good enough weather for internet. That's funny. Um, it was supposed to be raining all week this week, but today it seems pretty good. For those that have just come on, I'm going to go ahead and show again what it is that I'm working on. So this I'm just painting one little area here. This is a music studio, and it's part of this whole big, long, giant painting. So let me make this bigger. There we go. So it has 7 houses. They're all in St. Louis from different neighborhoods in St. Louis and put them all together on one street. And then each basement has a different business or small business or some economic activity happening in the basement. And these are all places in the St. Louis region. So there's a music studio. This is my art studios in the next one. The one after that is a an antique and vintage resale uh, person that does that. The one after that is a hair salon, which is actually my next door neighbor's basement. The one after that is a person that does like online services. He actually does taxes, and then a woman that does that hand sews her own children's clothes is the second to the end, and then the last one I haven't drawn yet is going to be a woman who grows gourds and then carves them and paints them and sells them. So it's all these different businesses. And in my contract for this painting, I wrote in $100 check for each business. So each person that's presented also gets $100, which is pretty cool. It's for modeling for me, including me. I give myself $100 for modeling for me. No, uh, I give myself the $100, which is the fee for sketches and concept drawings. So I've been working on this a long time and it's still not that close to being done. Okay. Um, okay. Let's see, this comes about here. All right. Just giving an idea of where things are on here. All right. I might have mixed this too light too fast, so bring it back down. I still cannot share where this painting is going. No, I can't until they announce it. That's up to them. Until they tell me I can only say it's going to be in St. Louis. As soon as I'm able, I will definitely post about it. Yeah, having all of the businesses in here is interesting. It actually it did make things a little bit more complicated legally, uh, because this is for a corporate commission. They have to trust me that I'm going to have businesses that are reputable. But then they were wanting to have, like, initially their legal team was like, okay, we need to have contracts with all of these businesses represented. But eventually we decided I could just do a regular, like I would for any model contract. The problem with that is that they're then essentially modeling for me. So the names of their businesses can't then be named because there's no contract between them and the company that commissioned it. So for legal reasons, it gets a little weird, but that's something that we can figure out after it's done, between the company and the small businesses. How they want to handle that is up to them. It kind of has to have approval on both ends. Because it's like, essentially I would need a contract with all 7 businesses that they're okay being represented by the contractor. But they also don't want them to know who the contractor is because of the NDA with the contractor. So yeah, it just works out easier this way. They don't come to my studio and check on progress, but in the contract it does have certain dates that I like. On this day I'll send them a picture and it should be this much completed. And this one is they paid half down, and then they'll pay the other half when I deliver the painting, which is pretty standard. But sometimes it'll come in in thirds, like they'll pay 1/3, and then once all of the final sketches are approved, they'll pay another third, and then when the painting is finished, they pay the final third. So I am excited that this one's going to be done in the next couple of weeks. And I get the other half of the money. Alright, I think that looks okay. Good enough to move on. Alright, banjo. Well, I'm going to grab my banjo. So I'm going to get my banjo out. I'm not going to play it because I'm just not going to play it because I need to practice. But I will get it out to look at. All right. All right. All right, here we go. I haven't played this thing in forever. I don't even remember because I've been playing the guitar, so the chords are different. So I don't know, and it's out of tune. So I'm not going to worry about playing it right now. But it is a decent banjo. It's a Fender banjo. So this is what I'm going to look at while I'm painting a banjo in here. And maybe this afternoon I'll get it out and play around with it a little bit. All right. Let's get back to it. Again, as usual, I'm starting with black, and I don't have black on my palette. So, if we want to get a little bit into color theory, we can. I can show that. So my palette is a little bit of a mess. It always is. This in here is a little bit of a mess, but up here I keep pretty organized. So I don't have black on here. Oh, come on. What I do have is I have white that I keep over here. I keep quite a lot of white in my mixing medium. And then I have two blues. One that is a red shade, one that's a green, one that is more of a purple shade, one that's more of a green shade. I have two greens, one that's more of a blue shade and one that's more of a yellow shade. I have two yellows, one that's more of a greenish yellow, one that's more of a reddish yellow. I have two reds, one that's more orange, one that's more purple, and then over here I have purple. So I don't have any black on here. So I mix my black by mixing some of the other colors together. Basically, if you mix a red, yellow, and blue together in theory, if you mix red, yellow, and blue, a perfect primary red, yellow, and blue together, you'll get black. In practice, it doesn't always work that way. I use a combination of one of my blues, one of my reds, and one of my greens that end up making black, pretty close to black. So that's what I'm doing there. All right. I do have a tube of black paint, but the reason I don't use it is because it comes out very, very flat. If I mix my own black, then it tends to be a little bit deeper, so I like it better. Looks like I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just on this area that I'm painting right here. That looks pretty good. Alright, and I'm just looking at my banjo here. And the musician that I have here in my painting, his name's Justin Raw. He's a local musician here in St. Louis. Um, I drew this out, and then I decided, well, it's a music studio, and it'll make more sense if there's someone there recording music. So I was just thinking, what's a musician that I know in St. Louis, and I thought of Justin Raw. He's a unique guy. He plays the hand drum, but then he also plays the didgeridoo and sings. He also plays guitar. So he's a very interesting artist. So his name's Justin Raw. I did reach out to him and make sure that I have his permission to paint him in here. And I've actually painted him once before at a charity event. It was at Shakespeare Everywhere. I think that was the name of it. An event in Pagedale. I don't remember what year it was. It wasn't that long ago. And he was performing there. Okay, it looks like it's kind of toothed. Okay. Let me zoom in even more on this. Let's see if I can. There we go. It's really far to zoom in on this camera. It'll be less jumpy here in a second. There we go. So you can see how tiny this is. There's my finger in there. It's real small. Sometimes when I zoom in this far, it's hard to just get a concept for how tiny these details are, because they can be bigger on your screen than they are in real life. Definitely bigger on my screen. Oh, I don't want to paint too far up the neck because you guys can't see it. All right, come back down here, Doug. I don't want my head to keep spinning. It looks like this just comes down to there. All right. So now I need some of the metal that goes around the edges. I'm just gonna mix kind of a neutral gray. Alright, so that's going to come. All right, not loving this song. Let's skip it. There we go. All right, now I need to get this. This is where the metal frame screws into the wood backing. Cool. Can't see the bottom, so I don't have to worry about the anything down there. All right, I'm going to come in with a darker gray. Normally I don't paint a darker gray over a light gray, but oh well. Doing it this time. Okay, so in each of these, all right, now coming in with the really light. Let me get a little yellow on this one. All right, that kind of looks like a bottle cap, a little bit. I wasn't going for bottle cap, but oh well. It looks like this gray comes. There's a rod that comes across here, so I can get that. All right, now I need this really light color of the drum. What is it made out of? Is it skin? I feel like it's some kind of skin, some kind of hide that goes across there. But maybe it's canvas, I don't know. But here we go. Need a little more liquid. All right. All right. This looks okay. It does need the little wood bridge that comes around down right about here. It needs to be darker. All right, cool. All right, so this needs all right, and then it does need about right here. The neck comes out. There's an extra string. It's called the G string.
Shining on a cloudy day, and it don't matter what you say, 'cause even if the sky is falling, I'ma do it anyway. So save your worries, slide your loving. I can feel that good things coming. Finally believe that it's gonna be a bright one here.
All right, and the shape needs to be changed here. This is a five string banjo. All right, I need to mix a black. See if I can. Once you have lighter colors in your brush, it's hard to get black. Get it back to black. You have to grab a new brush generally. But we'll see how dark I can get this. It's pretty dark. That's good enough.
Only light I had was coming from the sun, but now I'm shining on a cloudy day. And it don't matter what you say, 'cause even if the sky is falling, I'ma do it anyway. So save your worries, slide your loving. I can feel that good things coming. Finally believe that it's gonna be a bright one here. Every day I got a light one, yeah. Never not dated a tight one, yeah. No, I keep it 100 every time I come in trouble. No, we coming with the right ones, yeah. 35 can't play, get a bag on ya. Never with the games, put a tag on ya. I ain't getting
Alright.
cause my future too bright. Joey hit me up, I said that shit's on site.
Now I need the
Nice. No ops, no lights, new heist, and we never
little key things.
feeling too high.
There's two of them here.
Like a road on. Major difference is the platinum and the
There's another two here.
you already know. I can make your life a push start.
Bring it up a little bit.
Say we're off to a good start. Let's smoke. Blew the brains off the coupe, baby. It's slow. Yeah. Shining on a cloudy day. And it don't matter what you say. 'Cause even if the sky is falling,
There's another
I'ma do it
key
anyway.
here.
So save your worries, slide your loving. I can feel that good things coming. Finally believe that it's gonna be a bright one here.
This banjo has pearl inlay. The bridge right here. This one needs like a bridge too.
So save your worries, slide your loving. I can feel that good things coming. Finally believe that it's gonna be a bright one here.
I'm losing my mind in a wave of you. Sweats me up like the ocean blue. Can't lie, gotta face the truth. I'm falling harder than
Also should say thunder.
they say. Don't go diving in too deep, but I'm already diving in so carelessly. I'm losing my mind in a wave of you. Sweats me up like the ocean blue. Can't lie,
Alright, I think that looks alright.
face the truth. I'm falling harder than I wanted.
Looks like my next step is to paint Justin.
Don't go diving in too deep, but I'm
Alright, so I need to look up some
so carelessly. Your tide is getting harder to resist. The dark night, honestly.
Alright, Justin Robb. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you who Justin Raw is. So this is the musician that I'm putting in the painting. You can see him here. Let's play one of these. Pause my music real quick. We can see Justin Raw. All right, cool. I think this one's a video too. See, this is how he looked when I saw him perform before. He has the guitar on his back. He's playing the drum. He's playing the didgeridoo. Real interesting to watch. See if there's one of him. Here he's singing. Oh no, he's still playing the didgeridoo. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, he's quite the performer. He does a lot of music here in St. Louis. So, let's see if there's one of him singing. I know he sings. Anyway, Justin Raw. So I'm looking for, let's see if there's one of him from a similar angle to what I'm looking for. This one's pretty close. Oh, there he's singing. All right. Oh, of course it has the thing over his face. Anyway, that's Justin Raw. There's a nice beat. You could dance to it. Definitely. I could see that. Yeah. So here we go. I can move this back over. You can see what my interface looks like. All right. Well, I wish that was a... There we go. Trying to find a better... See, I wish that was a picture and not a video, so it didn't have the big arrow over his face. Because I like that angle. Here's one that shows his face pretty well. Yeah, that'll work. And it doesn't have to be him exactly. It just represents him. I feel like I'm going to have to add his didgeridoo in here. Because the didgeridoo is pretty cool. So I'm mostly coming in, just looking at the shadows right now. There's a pretty strong chin. No, I like the lighting in the other one. Let me go back to the video. Oh, there we go. I can kind of see through. All right, have fun with the girls. Alright, might as well get this closer. Mostly just working on his upper body, so there we go. Painting this a lot darker than it needs to be, which is pretty normal for me. I feel like I might bring the drum head up a little bit. Yeah.
Saving your phone, it ain't no one picking up, and you stuck with the tone. I will. No, you
All right, now I'm going to come in with kind of a deep neutral, a deeper brown tone.
blessing, but from day to day, she'll change her ways. Give me her love, then she take it away, take it away, take it away. Just like the reaper, thought she was the one for me, turned out she was a sleeper.
Hmm.
Good enough for her, she won't stay for long while she's bringing you down, but she'll suck you right in with what she's doing. You'll want her somehow in her final bow, like an elevator, elevator. She'll take you up and bring it down, down, down. She's like an elevator, elevator. She'll take you up and bring it down, down, just like an elevator. Take it from me, I've learned my lesson. Don't let her get close, don't get invested, no. She's not like you and I. So don't be fooled by those pretty eyes, pretty eyes, pretty eyes. Nothing behind them, nothing but cold, cold, cold winning nights. Freezing on me in this game of love. I was too blind to see it'll never be enough for her. Never, 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 never enough for her. No, no. She's like an elevator, elevator. She'll take you up and bring it down, down, down. She's like an elevator, elevator. She'll take you up and bring it down, down, just like an elevator. Take it from me, I've learned my lesson. She gave everything, she was such a blessing, but from day to day, she'll change her ways. Give me her love, then she take it away.
Dat boy, I miss you, bro. There go that boy, yeah, he used to be my homie. He doesn't come around these days, I'm feeling kinda lonely. Was it something that I said? I don't get it. He spends his nights on 4chan and his mornings up on Reddit. Can't take it personal when he's on the go. Unicycle vertical, rolling out the dough. Still got the photo on my fridge from graduation. Pollywogs and cap and gown, you were my inspiration. I guess the metamorphosis had to happen. The fans all needed you. On YouTube they be clapping. When they see you rolling up, classic CGI. Proud of my little bro, just know I saw that light inside. You looked up to me back when we were tadpoles, but now you won't return my calls, I'm getting kinda sad, bro. You left the lily pad, I know you had to go, but it hurt you never visit and it hurt you never wrote. There go that boy, I hope you know, your friends and family love you, it's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go, the lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. There go that boy, I hope you know, your friends and family love you, it's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go, the lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home.
Look, I was just a tadpole, chilling in the lily pad. I was living really fast and I had to go and double up the cash flow. Traded up the unicycle for a Lambo. Now I'm riding with the team, money piling from the meme. Now I'm shining on the screen. I turned into a giant on the scene. No DDP, but check the diamonds in the ring. That boy bragging about the jewelry. Sorry if I'm flashy, but the fashion kinda new to me. I'm killing every other meme brutally and truthfully. Compassion for the famine, what it used to be. Look, Peppy taught me everything, like how to make it to the top of every Reddit page. I started from the swamp and now I'm hella paid. Just bought a new loft in the Everglades.
There go that boy, I hope you know, your friends and family love you, it's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go, the lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. There go that boy, I hope you know, your friends and family love you, it's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go, the lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. Guess you resented me when I got famous. Blowing up on Tumblr, the response was so insane. It always made you jealous every time you saw my face. On Nikki's Instagram, I saw you turn a greener shade. Hey, but I always wrote you back. I came home every Christmas on those fireflies with snacks. Sitting by the pond, you wouldn't even look my way. Just know that Pepe's here for you, that love will never change.
the biggest on the scene. And I was jealous, you were living up the dream. And Pops never did enough for me, cause he got a little buzz just for sipping on his tea. I know we both really need improvement. We were so close back when we were 2 kids. Still got love, that's what the truth is. So I'ma pop up at the family reunion.
There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home.
Hello.
What's your schedule?
Kissing slowly, she don't love me, she's just leading me on again. Tries to fake it
Alright, I think that looks pretty good. I like that. Now, what should he be wearing?
Paper cuts don't hurt like this. And I'm so nervous, I keep biting my lip. I've been checking my phone, but there's nobody there. 'Cause everyone knows that I can't even care unless I'm here right now. If I'm better off,
He has a very nice voice.
why don't I feel any better? Sticks and stones can't break my bones, but then
See, the thing is, he generally doesn't wear any shirt. Hmm. Trying to find a good reference image for. I feel like a blue shirt actually is okay. I can just stick with what he was wearing before. All right.
give it all you got until someone to the top, so you become everything that you've been dreaming of. Baby, I've been in LA for too long, and I still ain't found a place to call home. Ain't no fun in making it all alone. All this
All right. I'm gonna switch music real quick. Because I'm gonna make a quick Instagram story with Justin Raw. Some music in it. Are you serious? Oh, my phone's dead. Huh. Here we go. Are you serious? Looks like my phone is not working. Oh dear. Oh well, I'll go ahead and paint his shirt in. I don't mind listening to this though. I wonder if there's a place that I can listen to his music. Here we go. Looks like he is on Spotify, so I'm gonna just play his music on Spotify and hope these videos don't get taken down. I don't know if it'll show up in their search thing. Not Justin Rari. There we go, Justin Ra. All right, cool. Alright, cool. I like that. Alright, I think I'm going to take a lunch break and then start back up after. But I think this looks okay. Got my musician there. I like the way that looks. Cool. So thanks for hanging out. I will be back probably this afternoon.